the end, 290 Canadians were killed and another 493 were wounded. Benedict Arnold. Benedict Arnold is a name that has become synonymous with traitor in the United States. In one of the most dramatic betrayals in history, the high-ranking revolutionary officer Benedict Arnold turned coat on his fellow Americans, delivering vital information to the British. An extremely intelligent and strategic man, Benedict Arnold soon made a name for himself providing supplies and ammunition, and as a prominent leader at New Haven during the Revolutionary War. He worked his way up the ranks and became close confidants with Philip Schuyler and George Washington. Not long after, Arnold, along with Ethan Allen, seized Fort Ticonderoga on Lake Champlain from the British. After his success, Arnold took a boat along the lake, retaking other positions until the whole of Champlain was firmly under American control. In 1775, he then led the failed siege of Quebec City, but clever tactical moves on his part still earned him greater awareness among the Americans. Promoted to brigadier, it was seemingly inevitable that Arnold would be one of the country's top generals soon. However, he had his enemies as well as supporters. Those who thought of his military plans as presumptuous were unimpressed when he took the lead away from Allen in fighting across the whole of Lake Champlain. As a result of those working against him, in 1777 Arnold found out that he had been passed over for the position of Major General, putting officers who worked under him as his superiors. Feeling betrayed, Arnold tried to resign, but his good friend George Washington refused to let him. Not long after, Arnold was severely wounded when a musket ball hit his leg and his horse fell on him. Against doctors' advice, Arnold refused to let his leg be removed, and he ended up permanently injured. Already bitter at the treatment from his fellow Americans, Arnold now lived a life off the battlefield where he met many people he wouldn't have otherwise. It was here the seeds of his treachery were sown. As military governor of Philadelphia, he was engaged to Margaret Shippen, daughter of a loyalist. Whether Arnold was comfortable in his new life or just angry and reacted accordingly is a matter for debate, but he gained extensive debts from extravagantly living beyond his means and profiting from his newfound alliances. When accused by the Supreme Executive Council of Pennsylvania of this, he wrote to Washington reminding him of everything he had done and how ungratefully he had been received in return. Although he was found guilty, Washington merely lightly reprimanded him, loyally standing by Arnold's side. Little did Washington know that Benedict Arnold had made new friends. Opening correspondence with one Major General John Andre of the British Army, Arnold set himself down an irreversible course of infamy, an inviting prospect, he believed, considering how his own countrymen had treated him. That's why when Washington offered him command of the Army's Northern Department, Arnold declined, citing his injuries as the reason, instead requesting control of West Point. In June 1780, Arnold sent plans of the Army post to the British and set about weakening its defenses, preventing repairs and dispatching troops to ensure it was ill-guarded. When Washington sent news of a planned secret visit, Arnold urged the British to come immediately to capture him. But on September 21, 1780, Andre was caught carrying papers that revealed their plans. Washington was said to be truly devastated, as he had trusted his friend and could hardly believe his betrayal. Arnold himself escaped, becoming a turncoat and brigadier general in the British Army, later wreaking havoc on Washington's home state of Virginia. Benedict Arnold's betrayal has gone down in history as one of the most significant moments of treachery displayed by an officer.